in case the background doesn't show, I am a huge fan of this franchise, not just the movies, but also the games. Exactly. I love to see it. So with this film, I mean, congrats to you and everybody on it. This truly is the best one yet. You all just improved bit by bit. How does it feel though for you to see some of the like record numbers on Rotten Tomatoes at the box office and all that this one's doing?
It's unbelievable. It is so fantastic. My jaw just literally drops. I go, what? I mean, it's so fantastic. But you're right. It is the best one. They just keep getting better and better.
They really do. And one of the things I love about Tales, by the way, in this one, I have so many questions, but this one, I love how Tales is so expressive in this one in comparison to the second one or to the cameo in Knuckles. And I'm curious how much of that is actually them pulling that from you during recording processes, whether it be actual mocap or maybe just inspired by some of your own, facial expressions when doing these voice recordings.
We don't do mocap, so I would love to think that it's due to me, but I don't know I'm not there for that process of creating his face and all of that. They do record when I'm they have video, I think, recording, but yeah, they're just brilliant is what they are. And also the script, it calls for more of him, and you just want to hug him. They do such a wonderful job with him. You just want to, he's so fluffy and you just want to squeeze him. So cute.
You really do. He's truly the best. I love the Detective Pikachu joke in particular. The look on his face kills me in that scene. So talking about wanting to hug him, by the way, I love how quickly he and Agent Stone hit it off just in that one scene that they have together. Why do you think it is that they have something of an immediate rapport with one another in comparison to maybe other characters?
I mean, maybe because they're the closest ones to their counterpart. They're both the second in command, if you will. They're the sidekick, so sidekicks unite.
So talking about him being a sidekick, though, I would love to hear, because obviously we saw Knuckles go off on his own adventure in the show, and we hear mention in this one that Sonic's still doing a lot of stuff off screen in between the movies. What do you think Tails has been up to between Sonic 2 and 3? Did you have any of those discussions with Jeff and the team, or do you have maybe your own headcanon of what he's been up to?
I mean, I think he's been, he's playing with Ozzy in the backyard and having some family time. He's been alone, and I think becoming part of that family was a big deal for him. So perhaps that's what he was doing, and probably happy to have Knuckles off on a road trip to get a little space.
Get some more one-on-one time with Sonic again, who he was maybe probably a little
helping.
too...
He's probably helping repair holes and things that Knuckles made in the house. He's got his
really
little
is quite
belt
crafty.
on.
Yeah, exactly. Him and Tom. They're the repair boys.
Exactly.
So I love how by the end of this film, the family's re-solidified. They're off on a new they're open for new adventures. I'd love to hear, what is something you're hoping to see next from Tails going into the fourth one, which thankfully has been confirmed, and we know it's coming eventually in the future.
I want to see more and more gadgets. He has come up with some brilliant ones already. More gadgets, more integral part of the team. I think he already is an integral part of the team, but even, taking it even next steps. Maybe I feel like he's finding so much more confidence and more. He's really, coming into his own and having his own ideas too. So maybe having the confidence to step up and come up with solutions.
I would love to see that, especially since this one really established the importance of teamwork. I want to see that really come to fruition in the next one. Talking about the next one as well, I remember reading a report not too long ago that they were already looking to roll cameras on it in February, and I'm sure you can't confirm or deny, but I'd love to hear if you've heard any updates on where they are in terms of scripting or filming for the next one.
I have not. That's the first. I mean, I knew that it's slated for spring of 27, I think. So I didn't know. And so I had family members like, so when do you start? I'm always last because they do all the live action first. So I was like, wow, I don't even know if they have a script because I'm the last one to know anything. I don't know. So that would be great. I mean, gosh, if they were starting in February, goodness. But I know they've got stuff mapped out. I'm sure they're so smart about it. They know so much about the universe. I'm sure they have lots of plans that we will all find out way later. But if they start filming in February, they probably won't get till me till, I don't know, end of summer, midsummer, fall, maybe. We'll see.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully some exciting stuff for you comes in the near future then. So I've also seen, and I've noticed it myself too, but I saw someone post recently how there's been a sort of downward trend in human character screen time, aside from maybe Jim Carrey in these movies. And I'm curious if you think that it's possible for, a future Sonic movie to focus solely on the alien characters instead of the humans, or do you think there's always going to be Tom, Maddie, or somebody to really help ground the viewers in that world?
I mean, is it possible? Absolutely. I mean, for sure, you could do something with just the characters in this world. But I feel like this last movie, they did such a great job of balancing the two. And so if they continue on their pattern, my guess is they'll continue to do that. And I think it does lend something to it. It definitely takes it to it takes it out of a video game, and really helps ground it into a more real world situation, if that makes sense. So like I said, I feel like they really did a great job of balancing, and yet could they keep adding more and more characters? For sure. There's definitely enough characters to go around. But I think they'll keep it with both. But what do I know? They don't tell me anything.
Well, I hope they do, because I do love seeing Tom and Maddie and the like. They always
me too. And Wade cracks me up.
Charm.
So, yeah.
Oh, God, Wayne, of course. You can't get rid of Wade Whipple.
No.
He's so good.
Yeah.
So I see him coming up on time. So for my very final question, talking about other characters to introduce, you're also the voice of Charmy in the games. And it really feels like the movies are starting to slowly set up the Chaotix for a future appearance. What are your thoughts on possibly, voicing Charmy in addition to Tails in this franchise?
I mean, how cool would that be to get to have two characters? There's been more Charmy in the games of late. And so, I feel like don't count anything out. Who knows? That would be amazing. I would love it.
I would love it. But in the meantime, I really want to see just more of Tails. Hopefully a spin-off adventure at some point in the future.
Yes, please.
I really want that for him and for you. And but I look forward to keeping the word alive about this franchise. Again, kudos to you and the team. You truly continue to do great work on each one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.